You close your laptop at 11:07 p.m. thinking you're done, but you're not. Your business is still awake, quietly leaking time, money, and opportunity while you sleep. And here's the kicker. 117,000 solo founders crossed $1 million last year without hiring a single full-time employee. Most of you still grinding, still ghosting your family after 9 p.m., still stuck in the myth that hustle equals growth. Well, it's time to fire your second shift and let your AI employees clock in. Hello, and welcome back, my brilliant entrepreneurs. I'm Kim, and this is Small Business Big AI, the podcast where we ditch the technobabble and cut straight to what matters, using AI to build a business that actually works for you, not one that owns your nights, weekends, and sanity. Because let's face it, most of the noise out there is either Silicon Valley hype or a $10 a month tool spam. But here, we're about real strategies, smart systems, and tactical wins for entrepreneurs who want freedom and revenue. So back again with me today is the man who brings structure to the madness, our resident strategist, the Sultan of Systems, my ever insightful co-host, Hal. Hey, welcome back, Hal.
Sultan of Systems? The titles just keep getting better. I'm waiting for Emperor of Efficiency to make this list.
Oh, it's coming. But today, Hal, I need you in strategist mode. And that's because we're about to challenge one of the biggest myths holding back business owners.
You mean the myth that more hours equals more success? Because I got those receipts, Kim. I talk to entrepreneurs every week who are working harder than ever and still feel behind. They've got inboxes full of do's, to-dos, no-dos, and zero time to think strategically.
Exactly, Hal. And really, that's what brings us to today's mission.
A topic that solves their pain points without emptying their pockets?
Yeah, it's the million-dollar question, isn't it? How do I stand out, attract dream clients, and really still have a life? And that's all without mortgaging my calendar or my sanity. So whether you're a consultant or a coach, or let's just say you're launching a brand new agency in the beautiful chaos of Florida's business jungle, hypothetically, of course.
Hypothetically? With about 74 competitors within a 5-mile radius?
Exactly. That noise, it's deafening. And every guru's yelling, use AI, without telling you what they actually look like in real life.
And most business owners, they're duct taping tools together, crossing their fingers, and calling it a strategy.
Yeah. And meanwhile, their nights keep disappearing, Hal. That second shift, that invisible workload that kicks in after dinner, it's eating up their best hours when they should be with family.
Or blissfully sleep.
Yeah, you believe in early to bed, early to rise, don't you, Hal?
That's the shift I want to fire first. Because here's the truth. The entrepreneurs who are willing to work right now, they're not working harder. They're working with AI employees that clock in after they clock out.
So, listeners, today we're throwing the floodlight on 3 tactical wins that Hal and I have been testing in the field. They're simple, smart moves you can make this week to free your time, attract better clients, and stash more profit.
And not one of them requires you to be techie, code savvy, or glued to another dashboard.
You just need 15 to 30 focused minutes and maybe a notepad. Sound good? Well, hit that follow button and let's download what's really driving that $1 million business playbook. All right, Hal, deep breath, because this week in AI, it felt like watching the internet get rewritten all over again.
No kidding. I haven't been able to sleep, and not because of late night caffeine.
I mean, same for me. I binge watched two jaw droppers back to back. I mean, first up, OpenAI just acquired Johnny Ive's AI startup for $6.5 billion. I mean, Johnny freaking Ive, the guy who designed the iPhone. Now, they're not building a phone, they're building something smarter, an ambient, always on assistant that doesn't even need a screen.
Think about that. No screen, no clicks, just a whisper in your ear that says, "Hey, your client policy expires Friday. You want me to handle the renewal?"
And that's not science fiction anymore, Hal. That's your future competition. It won't be a guy with a desk. It'll be a lapel pin that quotes insurance before your customer even picks up their phone.
What phone? The interface is disappearing. All my small business big AI listeners, if you're still designing for screens, stop right now. You're wasting your time.
True. Next was Microsoft Build just unleashed multi-agent copilot tuning. Translation? Well, Outlook's about to hire 3 interns who prioritize, write, and schedule your emails simultaneously. And you won't even lift a finger.
This is no longer one AI doing one task. It's multiple AIs talking to each other behind the scenes like digital departments. And if that doesn't wake you up, I don't know what will.
Yeah, real talk here. If your CRM still feels like it's nice to have, well, hey, you're toast. These systems are about to think for you. The question is, do you let them?
Meanwhile, on LinkedIn, posts mentioning hashtag AI employee are getting a 28% engagement boost.
Translation here, don't sell a tool, introduce a teammate. So instead of check out this cool app, say, meet my new assistant. He drafts my proposals at night.
It's not about software anymore. It's about storytelling and positioning your AI like a hire, not a hack.
And just when we thought the week was over, Hal, Google Gemini now builds an entire 5-page website from a voice note. I mean, no template, no code.
Say the words out loud. I want a website for my bookkeeping business serving first-time founders in Tampa, Florida. And boom, it's live before your eyes. And that happens before your ice cream melts.
Bottom line, the startup cost of looking legit online just dropped to 0. I mean, no excuses. If your business isn't online yet, that's no longer a tech problem. It's a you problem. Now, links to the download headlines are in the show notes. Screenshot your favorite, tag us at Small Business Big AI, and we'll reshare.
Or just forward this episode to that one friend who's still debating whether AI is worth his time. You know the one.
All right, Hal, grab your metaphorical lab coat because it's time to step into the quick win ROI lab. Now, listeners, we're trying something new, so drop us a comment and let us know what you think. Now, Hal, are you ready?
Gloves on, goggles secured. Let's dissect some myths.
All right. Welcome to the Quick Win ROI Lab. This is where we dissect a common small business pain point and prescribe a fast acting AI remedy. Now, experiment number 1, become a hyperlocal hero with AI content smarts. Now, the pain, you're brilliant but invisible in local search. Now, your tool for this mission, any AI writing assistant like ChatGPT, Gemini, or Claude. So, listeners, if you've ever felt like you're brilliant but invisible, this one's definitely for you. Because here's the truth, Google doesn't care how good you are. It only cares how well you signal that you exist.
And most small business owners, they're ghosting in their own backyard. Amazing service, but no search presence. Zero visibility, and the one place they actually have an edge. Local results.
Exactly. So let's walk through experiment number 1 using AI and only 15 minutes of focused effort. No ads, no SEO guru needed, just you, an AI assistant, and one smart prompt. So first, you open your AI assistant, whether it's ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, pick your poison. Then prompt the writing assistant with something like this. What 5 questions do people in your city ask when searching for your job title? Now, here's an example. What 5 questions do people in St. Petersburg, Florida ask when hunting for a business process consultant?
You'll get gold. Actual search style questions tied to your city, not vague fluff. Hyper relevant, high intent queries.
Then you follow this up with a second prompt. And this one will say, draft a short, helpful 150-word answer to question number 1 and make it clear, local, and easy to read.
Boom! You got a micro post ready for Google Business Profile, Facebook, your website, or even a quick video script.
And here's the key. Bake in those keywords. Say exactly what people are searching. Like business process consultant in St. Petersburg. That's your doorway.
So, you could be the most brilliant consultant or the maker of the most amazing widgets. But if your local customers can't find you online, you'll just be a phenomenally talented, best-kept secret.
Without clients and soon to be without a business. So what's the real ROI here? Other than fewer late nights and one less stress snack at 11:30 p.m.
Hey, don't take my stress snacks. But ROI-wise, easily 90 minutes per post. And more importantly, it turns your invisible expertise into findable content. Google finally knows you exist. Clients start showing up at your digital doorstep.
And let's be real, most entrepreneurs spend more time making a ham sandwich than writing content. And this fixes that. So here's your mission should you choose to accept it. Tonight, once the house is quiet, spend 15 minutes with your AI assistant. Now, step 1, run those 2 prompts. Step 2, choose the best answer and post it on your Google business profile, on your local Facebook page, or turn it into a quick 60-second video script.
The win here isn't the post, it's the pattern. You just created a system that turns 15 minutes into visibility on demand.
You're not just working smarter, you're showing up where it counts. Now, stay with us. This next lap is going to help you stop whispering into the scroll void. Join our growing community of small business owners who are using AI to transform their businesses. Subscribe and be part of the conversation. Okay, now we're tackling a different beast, the infinite scroll. Now, welcome to the jungle.
The place where your happy Monday, just checking in, post dies a slow death next to a meme and a cat video.
Oof, harsh, but accurate. And here's the pain point. You're showing up, you're posting, but it feels like whispering in a wind tunnel. I mean, crickets, low likes, no clicks.
Which makes it easy for you to tell yourself, social media doesn't work for my kind of business. I get it. Look, the first time a post flops, you think, maybe bad timing. The fifth time, you decide the social media algorithm and platform is stacked against you.
But here's the truth. It's not the platform, it's your post. You're broadcasting when you should be eavesdropping.
Precisely. So the AI-powered quick win here is to transform your AI assistant into your personal social listening scout, your digital ear to the ground.
So, experiment number 2. Turn yourself into an engagement magnet using your AI assistant to run a stealth listening mission. I mean, eavesdropping ethically to find that organic conversation that's already happening. And here's the play. First, prompt the AI to summarize this week's Reddit and LinkedIn threads where founders are talking about insert, the pain point like cash flow chaos, hiring stress, or burnout.
You're not guessing what your audience wants. You're reading their real-time confessions. It's like wiretapping your ideal client's inner monologue and listening to the conversations already happening in the wild.
Then hit AI with prompt number 2. Like, give me 3 post hooks based on those conversations, those gripes. One myth buster, one provocative question, one 60-second tip.
What you get back? Magnetic hooks that actually meet your people where they are. No more just checking in nonsense.
So, how? Give it to us straight. What kind of lift does this actually create?
Organic engagement triples. Seriously, we've tested this. You stop sounding like a billboard and start sounding like a mirror.
And when people feel seen, they stop scrolling and start replying. So, your mission, should you choose to accept it, tonight, give this 20 focused minutes. Step 1, pick one online space, Reddit, LinkedIn, and industry Slack. Step 2, run that social listening prompt through your AI. And step 3, take the juiciest hook and write a post in your voice, and then schedule it.
If it flops, rerun it. AI doesn't run out of ideas.
But if it pops, that's your new content engine. That's you building empathy at scale.
This is one of those small steps that lead to big changes in how you connect online. That's how you start building true community, not just a follower count. Any business owner who can tap into that has a serious competitive advantage. It's not just a technology-enabled superpower. It's an empathy-enabled one too.
And that's another step towards that $1 million business playbook. Your first viral moment might just be hiding inside someone else's complaint. All right, we've boosted visibility. We've magnetized engagement. Now, let's talk about conversion, also known as how do you go from eyeballs to action?
And this is where most small business owners screw it up because the moment they get interested leads, what do?
They send the dreaded, thought you'd be a good fit for my network message. Delete.
Exactly. Or they drop a 3-paragraph pitch no one asked for. Delete again. Look, bad outreach isn't just annoying, it kills opportunities.
So true. So today's experiment, personalize your outreach without sounding like a creep or just a copy paste machine. So here's how you let AI do the research so you can do the connection. Now, step one, copy your prospect's latest LinkedIn About section and then one recent post or article they've written. And step two, feed it to your AI assistant with this prompt. Now, based on this person's About section and latest posts, give me 3 talking points for a message. Focus on wins, priorities, or passions.
You're not just pulling buzzwords, you're finding something real. Like, congratulations on speaking at the Miami Summit. Your point about scaling without burnout hit home.
Exactly how. Now, that kind of opener doesn't feel AI generated. It feels human because it is with a digital assist. So, let's talk response rates. What's the bottom line impact on this kind of AI assisted, truly personalized outreach?
It's a massive lever. Generic cold outreach, 2% if you're lucky. This approach, we're seeing 15-20% replies. And it's not just thanks. We're talking meaningful conversations that leads to deals.
And what about the time savings?
You slash research time by 75%. AI pulls the highlights. You add the human. Done in 7 minutes or less.
Here's your mission tonight, if you choose to accept. Pick one prospect that you've been meaning to reach out to. Now, step one, grab their About section and a recent post. And step two, feed it to AI using that prompt. Step three, choose the best talking point and message them in your own voice.
No templates, no hope this finds you well, just relevance and respect.
Because attention is a gift and personalized messages earn it.
And if your AI employee can draft the opener at midnight while you're brushing your teeth, even better.
If you want to go from overwhelmed to in command when it comes to AI, check out my Impact Framework course. The link is in the show notes. Okay, picture this, listeners. It's 6 a.m. The kitchen lights are low. That first hiss of the espresso machine sounds like freedom. Not hustle, not urgency. Freedom.
Because last night, your second shift clocked in and it wasn't you.
So, somewhere between finalizing a proposal and tweaking a course outline and checking off a totally hypothetical Florida insurance checklist, an idea hit me, Hal. Now, what if your next employee isn't on payroll or even on a screen?
You mean that lapel pin quote agent from the Johnny Ive headline?
Well, I'm not going to lie, Hal. I immediately imagine you walking around muttering to your lapel pin.
Already tried it. Turns out that pen doesn't like sarcasm. We're in couples therapy.
Okay. All right, but seriously, now imagine a dime-sized wearable that greets a potential client before their feet cross the threshold. I mean, it remembers their name from a prior website visit and it whispers, "Hey, Carla, congrats on that new sailboat. Now, here's a 30-second liability overview. No cold calls, no forms, just ambient, context-aware service."
That's not just automation, that's elevation. You're building a business that knows your customer and speaks before they ask.
All right, but let's pull it back to earth, Hal, because I know some of our listeners are thinking, hey, this is cool stuff, but I can't even get my CRM to behave, much less a lapel pin.
Here's your first step: personify the tech. Give it a job title, not a tool name.
Yeah, to give you an example, we've got a proposal polisher, an inbox concierge, and a midnight scheduler. Naming them helps you delegate without resistance.
Second, assign one outcome, not a to do list. Like AI employee number 4, compile all new leads into a 2-minute voice briefing by 7 o'clock. Simple, specific, measurable.
And third, pay your agent in feedback. Give it a thumbs up or record a 30-second loom or even tell it to try again and explain why. That's the new salary structure. Listeners, now picture this. You lock your office. The Florida sunset paints the sky in orange and pink. Your AI crew is just clocking in, your new second shift.
They're tagging leads, drafting emails, summarizing follow ups. You're not stuck in the weeds. You're in the captain's seat.
And by the time your morning alarm buzzes, you've got a daily brief on your phone and a calendar that you didn't have to build overnight. Now, that's not sci-fi. That's a couple of Zapier steps and a smart prompt away.
This isn't about productivity, it's about identity. You're not the bottleneck anymore. You're the conductor.
And that brings us to the deeper shift happening right now, not just in your to-do list, but in the numbers. So the U.S. Census non-employer stats report just dropped. And get this, the number of solo founders who hit 1 million plus in annual revenue nearly doubled in 1 year, from 57,000 to 117,000.
That's not a fluke, that's a flood. And the lever behind it, affordable AI plus no code plumbing equals systems that scale without staff.
Now, just a few years ago, the kind of reach, automation, and personalization that we're talking about, that would have required a full-time team or agency budget. And now you can prototype it for free.
We're not just witnessing a tech shift, we're seeing a democratization of scale. The solopreneur just got a superpower.
So here's your blueprint, a human resource manual for your AI team. Now, number 1, name the outcome, not the tool. So write a one-sentence job post, like draft 3 LinkedIn posts that tackled yesterday's trending pain point in my niche. And number 2, choose a no-code binder like Zapier or Make or Copilot Studio. Whatever you already have access to or whatever you already pay for. And number 3, borrow a brain like ChatGPT or Gemini or Claude. It doesn't matter. And store prompts in a shared doc called your prompt library. This makes it easier. Number 4, feedback equals a paycheck for the AI. Red, yellow, green light your outputs weekly. That's your training loop. Or thumbs up, thumbs down, quick Loom video on what to improve. That's the salary your AI understands. And number 5, promote or fire fast. If an agent saves less than 1 hour per week, well, cut it, rescope, move on.
By month's end, you've hired 5 AI employees who free up roughly 14 hours a week. That's a full day without adding headcount.
And that reclaimed time, it's not for more hustle. It's for strategy or sailing or finally tucking the kids in on time.
Small steps, big changes.
That's right, Hal. All right, we've covered a lot of ground today, from the AI-driven visibility to engagement that actually connects and to personalized outreach that gets real replies.
But if you're driving, multitasking, or just soaking this up on your walk, here are the 3 biggest shifts you need to remember.
So number 1, hyperlocal is your gold mine. Now, if your local market doesn't know you exist, your genius is irrelevant. Use AI to surface high-intent questions and answer them where it counts, on your Google profile, your social feeds, and your website.
Number 2, listen louder to create content that connects. Stop guessing what your audience wants. Use AI to tap into real-time conversations and build content that feels like it was written from inside their heads.
And number 3, personalize smarter, not harder. Now, cold outreach doesn't have to feel cold. Use AI to scan your prospects' world, find something real, and then open a conversation with context and respect. Now, here's your challenge, and this isn't a suggestion. It's your entry ticket to that $1 million solo playbook. So pick one of the 3 labs, whether Hyperlocal Hero, the Engagement Magnet, or Personalized Outreach Assistant. And then block 20 to 30 focus minutes this week. No distractions, no excuses. And use the prompts. Run the play.
And then watch what happens. Replies, visibility, leads, but more than that, confidence, momentum, clarity. That's what this unlocks.
So you're not just dabbling in AI. You're delegating with precision. You're building a business that works when you don't.
And when that happens, you stop being an operator, you start becoming an orchestrator.
Now that's it for today's episode of Small Business Big AI. Thanks so much for tuning in. Now, this podcast isn't just content. It's a movement, one small business owner at a time, building a technology-enabled superpower that frees up time, builds profit, and creates legacy. Now, if this episode lit a fire inside of you, share it with someone else who needs it. Tag us, message us, Tell us what you tried and what worked. We're listening and cheering you on. And until next time, keep embracing change, keep innovating, and remember, the future of your business is bigger than you think. And the steps you take today will shape the legacy you build tomorrow. Now, I'm Kim.
And I'm Hal.
And
this has been Small Business, Big AI.
Thanks for listening. We'll catch you in the next episode.